Welcome to the Inspiring You Show. If we've met, I'm Henry. This is the Pluto and Aquarius Embracing Transformation and Collective Awakening Mindfulness Chat. So, Pluto is entering Aquarius for the first time in more than 200 years. And here's what that means for us: the outer planet may be behind our biggest evolution. So, welcome to this exploration of Pluto's monumental journey into Aquarius, a transformative cosmic event that hasn't occurred in over 2 centuries. My friends, this is more than just an astrological transit. It's an energetic invitation to embrace evolution both personally and collectively. Pluto, the outermost planet in astrology, is the agent of profound change, guiding us through cycles of death and rebirth. It represents our shadows, our subconscious programming, and the transformative fires that forge us into our truest selves. But wait, my friends, didn't Pluto and Aquarius transit already happen? Well, yes. Pluto went into Aquarius in 2023 from March 23rd through June 11th before heading back into Capricorn. And this year, Pluto was in Aquarius from January through September 1st. And then Pluto then went back into retrograde into Capricorn once again. So then now, from November 19th, 2024, Pluto begins its 19-year transit through Aquarius, marking the start of new era of progress, innovation, and collective empowerment. While Pluto may have lost its planetary status in astronomy, it remains one of the most powerful and transformative forces in astrology. Yet, from an astrological perspective, Pluto really is considered one of the most powerful celestial bodies in the cosmos. So, with that, Pluto is named after the mythic Greek ruler of the underworld. Pluto governs all that is hidden, buried, and veiled. It represents the unseen forces shaping our lives, secret agendas, deep seated power structures, and the pressure that builds beneath the surface, waiting to erupt and redefine everything in its path. Pluto's energy challenges us to confront hard truths, uncover what's hidden, and embrace transformation as a beneficial force for growth and renewal. So let's talk about the energetics of Pluto. To really understand Pluto's significance, we must first connect with its energy. Pluto rules over the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. It is the cosmic force that destroys what no longer supports us, making space for the new to rise. This energy, though challenging it, although challenging it can be, is ultimately empowering. It strips away illusions, exposing the skeletons in our closets and the fears we may have swept under the rug. Pluto governs our deepest desires and fears, working in the quiet hours of our lives, often unnoticed, yet profoundly impactful. It moves us through just the process of shedding, letting go, alchemizing energies and transforming, really turning endings into beginnings. So, my friends, whether we embrace Pluto's transformative power really, though, depends on our willingness to face these truths with honesty and consciousness. So, as Pluto transitions into Aquarius, it brings these themes into sharper focus. It's asking us to explore where power lies within us and around us, exposing abuses of power and initiating shifts that rebalance dynamics on both personal and collective levels. Pluto's activation stirs the ashes, calling forth renewal and awakening. So, since 2008, Pluto's transit through Capricorn has illuminated and challenged existing power structures. So, this is just like a little mini recap of Pluto's journey through Capricorn. So, Capricorn, an earth sign, is associated with tangible systems, money, governments, and societal hierarchies. Under Pluto's influence, we've witnessed economic recessions, inflation, and the widening gap between the wealthy elite and the struggling middle class and other classes. So, corporate monopolies expanded their reach while many question the sustainability of late stage capitalism. So, this transit brought to light the darker undercurrents of our societal structures, forcing a reckoning with outdated systems, which you may have heard even more so, like the talk of the patriarchy and things like that as well. So, the energy of Capricorn focused on tradition and top down authority, becoming a pressure cooker. And now, with Pluto moving into Aquarius, that pressure is ready to burst into something new, my friends. And so, then Pluto in Aquarius is then, if you will, a revolution more so for the people, going from the me to the we, shifting more so into that unity consciousness. And so, with that, then Aquarius, the final air sign of the zodiac, represents ideas, innovation, and the collective good. Its energy is rebellious, forward thinking, and deeply humanitarian. While Capricorn focused on maintaining structures, Aquarius seeks to dismantle them and build systems that are inclusive and adaptable for all for the highest good, really then moving into that unity consciousness. Historically, the last time Pluto was in Aquarius was 1777 through 1798. We saw revolutions back then and upheavals that redefined societal norms, most notably the American and French revolutions. So, these shifts laid the groundwork for modern democracy and individual rights. And as Pluto re enters Aquarius, we can expect a similar wave of transformation, but with a 21st century twist. Technological revolutions, shifts in governance, and a collective push towards shared resources and collaboration, really moving into that unity consciousness, if you will. Really letting go of old earth, the old systems, the patriarchy, really shifting more so into that unity space. So Pluto's energy, or also you could say like that new earth space, or if some people, there's so many ways you can look at it. Pluto's energy in Aquarius stirs the desire for community centered progress. It challenges us to liberate ourselves from old paradigms, focusing instead on innovation, inclusivity, and the empowerment of individuals within the collective. And with that, then, it's an invitation for personal and collective growth for the highest good. When Pluto changes signs, its influence ripples across the globe, but it also resonates deeply within each of us. Aquarius reminds us that the collective transformation begins with personal liberation. And to align with this energy, we are invited to examine the shadow aspects of our own self, of our own subconscious, those hidden beliefs, fears, and patterns that keep us disempowered. So, really let yourself take this opportunity to really align with this energy that's coming in, that's really supportive and benefiting us, to really go into that invitation, inviting us to examine the shadow aspects of our subconscious, those hidden beliefs, fears, patterns that keep us disempowered, to allow those to be cleared, transformed, and transmuted when you're ready, to allow you to shift, and really allowing you then to shift into the light of the truth of who you are. And with this, then, Pluto is really asking us then to confront these truths and reclaim our power, reclaim our light power, the truth of who we are. And my friends, in this humaning experience, it can be amazing, but also complicated. And the multidimensional process can be complicated as well. So, this isn't an easy process at times because it can involve facing losses, moving through loss and grief, healing trauma, letting go of outdated identities, embracing the unknown. Yet through this surrender, we unlock the potential for growth and authenticity. And that's why, too, you want to lean into using your tools through this process. So, Aquarius visionary energy supports this journey by helping us to think beyond limitations. It encourages us to imagine a future where individuality and community coexist harmoniously. So, where the individuality and the community are really just coexisting in a harmonious space with one another. And it reminds us that every choice we make, every thought, every word, every action can create with it ripples in the collective consciousness for the highest good. And I'll say that, when I say every thought, word, action, I really mean the ones that have vibrational frequency to it, because some words, some thoughts, some actions, they don't have like that energetic vibrational frequency mixed with it. So I just want to add that discernment in there, and just as a reminder as well. And when I'm saying every choice, really when we're in that vibrational frequency space with that connection to thought, word, action. So, what does all this really mean though? And for you, Pluto in Aquarius will affect everyone, regardless of their astrological chart or if they even believe in any of this. So, however, I will say though, those with prominent Aquarius placements may feel its influence even more intensely. This transit will challenge us to innovate, adapt, and release what no longer aligns with our highest selves. On a societal level, we'll witness shifts in technology, governance, and community dynamics. Themes of AI, space exploration, and new approaches to healthcare and sustainability are likely to emerge. On a personal level, Pluto in Aquarius invites us to connect with our inner light truth and align with the collective good for the highest good. This transit encourages exploration, boundary pushing, and a willingness to engage in the alchemical process of transformation, the process to clear and shift, the energy alchemy process of transformation, because it is a time, really, it's a time to question outdated systems, both internal and external, and embrace a liberated, authentic way of being. So, with this, then, there is Pluto's cosmic wisdom. And so, Pluto's movement mirrors the transformation within us, inviting us to align with with the rhythms of the cosmos. When we embrace this energy consciously, we can co create a future rooted in empowerment, authenticity, and light connection. And so as Pluto, takes its place in Aquarius for the next 2 decades, let us remember that we are all part of this cosmic dance. Together, we can harness this beneficial energy to support dissolving old paradigms, building beneficial new systems for all, in awakening to a higher consciousness for ourselves, our communities, and the world for the highest good. And so then with this, Pluto's move from Capricorn to Aquarius, what does really mean? Also, breaking it down further for you and the collective. Pluto, the planet of profound transformation, has been journeying through Capricorn, as I mentioned, since January 2008, revealing and reshaping systems tied to materialism, big business, and societal structures. Now, for the first time in over 2 centuries, Pluto is preparing to move into Aquarius, and this shift represents a monumental astrological moment, signaling a new era of collective and personal transformation. So I'll also just add this, my friends. With it, it's just also knowing it's like there's so much unfolding. And so just making sure to lean into your tools and just remember that, leaning into that, it's happening for the highest good. There might be a lot we don't understand yet, but really leaning into your tools, and it's happening for the highest good. Also, then, with this, Pluto, as I mentioned, officially entered Aquarius on March 23rd, 2023, but its transition will unfold gradually. And then it retrograded back into Capricorn before settling firmly once again in Aquarius on November 19th, 2024, where it will remain until March 2043. That's right, March 2043. So feel free to listen to this talk as often as you need to in the next 19 years or so. And also, there will be a meditation connected to this. Feel free to do that meditation as often as you need to support. So, Pluto's energies operate on a deeply subconscious level, often only becoming clear after the transit has completed. As such, the full scope of its lessons and transformations may only reveal themselves in hindsight. But as Pluto's moved between Capricorn and Aquarius, we already may have been feeling its energetic themes emerging. Okay, so then with it, then just further like breaking this down, Pluto in Capricorn, it was what was it like it was in since 2018, like a 16-year transformation. I don't know. I think that's right. Anyway, Pluto's time in Capricorn has been marked by revelations and upheavals in traditional systems of power, governance, and finance. Capricorn, the earth sign ruled by Saturn, emphasized structure, authority, and material goals. And then since 2008, Pluto has exposed the weakness in those areas, bringing the economic recessions, shifts in corporate power, and increasing scrutiny of systematic inequality. So during this period, Pluto illuminated themes of hierarchy and control, asking us to question outdated models of top down authority. While Capricorn's energy works to build and maintain, Pluto's role had been to deconstruct, exposing where power has been misused and where systems need to evolve. So does that all sound familiar about what we may have been going through? And now Pluto entering Aquarius, a new age of transformation. So Aquarius, an air sign ruled by Uranus, is the sign of innovation, rebellion, and collective progress. Pluto's entrance into Aquarius signifies a shift from the individual and the hierarchical Capricorn to the collective and inclusive Aquarius. So, this new era will likely bring profound changes in technology, community dynamics, and how we approach leadership and individuality and the connected to the collective, if you will. So, key themes of Pluto in Aquarius: technology and AI. Expect rapid advancement in artificial intelligence, robotics, revolutionary technological ideas. This may include breakthroughs in medicine, sound healing, other alternative practices as well. And then another key theme: community and collective power, a shift towards decentralized power structures, emphasizing collaboration over hierarchy. This might manifest as leadership groups replacing individual leaders and a stronger focus on community building efforts for the highest good. Freedom and authenticity, a collective push to embrace individuality and authenticity, balanced with awareness of the potential for groupthink or herd mentalities in connection with in terms of the greater whole. It's really the individual and the collective experience. It's like recognizing we are a experience of the we, but yet we still can embrace our uniqueness in the we. Transparency and technology, really also just exposure of non-beneficial practices by major tech companies, which could just lead to several things happening and then also other things coming about. And then with that, as I mentioned, there could be also revolutionary approaches to health, wellness may emerge, and blending technology even more so with alternative practices. And then other things in terms of aspects with the financial systems. Okay, so with that, then, let's talk about Pluto then. As Pluto moved back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius until late 2024, you may have experienced themes from both signs because Pluto is essentially doing a dual dance between Capricorn to Aquarius. And so Capricorn's influence will continue to challenge traditional structures while Aquarius introduces the transformative potential of technology and collective empowerment. So I'm sharing this because it can be really beneficial for you to also do some journaling with this. And if you are in my Inspiring You paid Patreon, then I will have journal questions that are connected to this to support you because it's beneficial as you're moving through a process of transformation and clearing, especially when Pluto's coming in and is really guiding us in this. it can be beneficial to kind of just look at what did happen this year and the past years, what's being coming to the surface to clear. And so let yourself take some time to reflect and do some journaling. And then when you're ready, do an energy healing session or meditation to see if anything needs to be cleared so you can then shift when you're ready. All right. So, one of the most significant shifts during this time will be the redistribution of power. Pluto will guide us away from top down hierarchies as seen in Capricorn and toward people centered systems that prioritize inclusivity and community led decision making. That being said, my friends, remember it is a process. Some things can happen really quick, and some things it is a process of layers of transformation because we have been in a system for very long. So that system sometimes takes a while to clear and move through the process of the shifting. So here is then, Pluto's then really looking at some other things with Pluto's time in Aquarius. That's going to be coming up. I mentioned a few of them. Uh, but there will be actually, I already talked about a few of them. The biggest thing is just to understand that there could be some major breakthroughs coming in with some other methods and modalities regarding healthcare, or even you might be even called to some sort of you know, new ways of being in community. You could also being called to, there could be a lot of things in terms of, tech too. You might have already been called to certain things. So just kind of be open minded in the growth wise mindset with this. Okay. So Pluto's influence on a more so on a personal level. Pluto's energy doesn't just operate on a global stage, it also transforms us individually. This transformation will be different for everyone, depending on where Aquarius falls in your natal chart. Pluto's personal influence may bring there could be, and this is why you want to use your tools, intense power struggles and opportunities for empowerment. Because sometimes when you're letting go of things too, you might not be fully ready. And so you could even feel like an internal power struggle. So lean into those tools. There could also be a focus on letting go, shedding outdated identities, rebirthing into a more authentic self. There could also be an exploration of life purpose, subconscious desires, and there could also be an awakening to your own individuality and freedom within the collective. And so these transformations can also feel like endings, but Pluto's lessons always lead to new beginnings. So as the energy of death and rebirth, it clears space for us to grow into our highest potential. So that's why you want to look at it from the lens of how it's for my highest good. Okay, then Pluto and Aquarius, it's really your invitation to transform. Pluto's journey into Aquarius is a call to awaken. And some of you may have already been on the awakening path, but it could be even another layer of transformation in terms of that awakening. It invites us to innovate, embrace the collective, and envision a future rooted more so in equality, inclusivity, authenticity. The shifts we experience both personally and globally are part of greater evolutionary process. By surrendering to Pluto's transformative power, we can align with the cosmic flow and co-create a world that honors both individuality and collective community. This is the energy of revolution and evolution. And so the question is, are you ready to embrace it? Pluto's journey through Aquarius marks a profound invitation for collective individual transformation, a call to awaken, heal, evolve. We're here to learn, grow, and evolve. And from a mindfulness and consciousness perspective, this transit invites us to deepen our connection to the truth of who we are, shedding the layers of conditioning and societal beliefs that no longer support our highest good. And through the lens of evolutionary astrology, if you will, or consciousness, if you will, mindfulness, this energy uniquely affects each of us depending on our level of awareness and alignment. At its core, Pluto in Aquarius speaks to the process in terms of the individual process, a sacred journey inward. So, this is not merely about standing out or rejecting societal norms, the true aspects of going inward. going inward and aligning with your soul level process of aligning the conscious and clearing anything that's unconscious in terms of the self that no longer supports you, dissolving illusions and reclaiming your authentic light essence. It's asking us to embrace the wholeness of our being through practices like energy work, meditation, mindfulness, also shadow work, really asking us to clear what no longer supports us and then allowing us to let the light come in, integrating the light to allow us to shift, really using the tools to support us through it. This process is really deep, heart centered work where we're basically uncovering anything that is being called to be cleared to let us connect to our inner light, to let our inner light shine through. So, as we engage with this experience, we're also called to hold space not only for ourselves going through the individual experience, but also for the collective shifts occurring around us. Because there is then with it things that are also clearing from the collective. There could be then unresolved trauma from like Pluto's time in Capricorn, a period that was marked by systematic breakdowns, profound grief. There could also be any other unresolved trauma from any other time on earth or from maternal paternal lineage. There could be generational trauma. There could be just anything else that's been experienced here that might not have been processed yet, but is being called to be acknowledged and healed. And if we bypass this healing, it risks further manifesting as disassociation, disconnection, and fragmentation. And when we become disconnected from our hearts, from our souls, and even from our bodies, we lose our ability to fully embody the light of the truth of who we are. We lose our ability to fully embody our soul into our human experience. We lose our ability to fully embody our humanity. Because from this space of disconnection, what can happen then is that we can just become so disconnected, so ungrounded, so unaligned that we're there but not there, because we can lose our sense of presence, of being present. And so that's why, really using tools to support in terms of healing, checking in to see where you are. If you're grounded in mindfulness, heart centered, bringing in that conscious awareness. Is there anything being called to be cleared? And know that, there are beneficial aspects of this where, even when we're talking about technology, there can be a beneficial aspect of the technological revolution as a beneficial aspects for good. We just want to keep things in balance and alignment, because there can be many things that can support us in terms of humanity, uplifting and uniting us. The key is, though, when we're talking about technology and things like that, we want to just be careful not to continue creating more alienation and dividing us. The key is not to let technology itself, but really, it's really about us going into our hearts to find connectedness and just approaching then from the space of love, connection, beneficial purpose, and the potential of limitless possibilities. Really, really understanding that you can understand the principles of the quantum in the space, in this physical world. So with that, then all of this, just remembering, use your tools and, continue letting yourself be guided, allowing yourself to remember to cultivate joy, spontaneity, and the courage to continue shining your light, shining your authentic selves, and just being in it. Because this is also, we're really being called in this energy also of just heart-centered living, a call to radiate love and really learning to live in that vibration more and more. But it's also a reminder that healing is essential. If you feel disconnected, numb, or weighed down by any traumas recently or whenever from past lives, previous lives, or generational trauma, this is an opportunity to really begin the process of healing and then allowing yourself to call back your pieces if you need to do soul retrieval and then integration. Healing brings us back into alignment with our light essence. It helps us to reconnect with the parts of ourselves that may have been suppressed or forgotten. And so, with all of this, my friends, Pluto in Aquarius will support us in terms of reshaping our individual and collective structures and beliefs. And over the next 2 decades, we will see how this can also beneficially support in relating how we connect with one another, how we then also go into a more heart centered space with one another, and how we approach technology, how we envision the future. And for many, this process will also include questioning societal norms and discovering deeper truths that have already begun. These shifts may at times feel challenging, even disorienting, but they are a part of a larger awakening. So please make sure to use your tools, whatever they are. And with that, there might be new modalities coming out. How amazing. You know, with it, it's just knowing that, the world, like we're here to learn, grow, and evolve. And so the world we knew and know will not be the same when this transit is complete, but we're being invited to co create something new, something rooted in love, wisdom, and unity. And so here are some questions then. How will we meet this moment? How will we meet this moment? Will we use the energies of Pluto and Aquarius to deepen our connection to ourselves and each other in a beneficial way in the energy of love and heart centeredness? Or will we allow disconnection and fear to take hold? The answer lies in our willingness to do the inner work, to heal, to reflect, and to show up as conscious creators of this new reality. Each of us has a role to play in this unfolding evolution of consciousness. And by reconnecting with our hearts and bringing forward our unique gifts, we each can help build a future where humanity and technology work in harmony, serving the greater good for the highest good. So, my friends, lean into your tools. Let this be a time to pause, reflect, recommit to living from the heart. The energies of Pluto and Aquarius invite us to embrace mindfulness, connection, and conscious creation. And together we can meet this era with clarity, compassion, and a shared vision for a soulful, awakened future for the highest good for all. And so it is. So it is, my friends. And so now we are complete with the talk. And before we go, let's just break the links. And so you can say this after me if it resonates with you. I asked to break the links with this mindful talk. I asked to break the Reiki links, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I asked to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask that the light fill all the void cells, rejuvenates, refreshes, revitalizes for the highest good with ease and grace in gratitude. In gratitude. May peace with all of you. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you would like to do the energy healing meditation that goes along with this, head to the next episode. Also, my friends, if you could also, like, subscribe, leave a comment. That would really help me out as well, and also will help have more people find us too and continue building our community. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Until soon, my friends.